DigitalOcean needs Ember concurrency. All right. Um, hey, how's it going, Jet Maddox? Oops. Um, welcome. So I've been called out on streams before, like when I join, and it feels super weird, and I hate it. But I had an audience of 0, and now I have an audience of 1, so I'm just gonna call you out because it's way better to be talking to a person than just talking to myself like a crazy person in this room by myself. Um, but yeah, so I built this um, little Phoenix app a couple of weeks ago. Um, it's basically for this show, and it's sort of like a little live polling thing for whether I'm, covering good stuff, whether I'm going too fast and should slow down, or like whether I'm too mired in the details and I should actually hurry up a little bit or something like that. Um, oh yeah, so the app looks like this. So you can see I'm like right here. We can open up like another session here. And see we've got like 2 people online, and you start in sort of the like your good state, but you can say, oh, actually you should speed up, I'm bored, or you can slow down, I'm lost, and these like ratios update. And it uses Phoenix presence, which is like pretty sick. Yeah, so this is the app we want to get deployed today. And I also have, so the like, I'm trying to start the show. I'm doing it just Fridays around lunch. Maybe people can spend their lunch break. I'm not taking it too seriously right now. I'm just sort of trying it out, see what happens, right? This is my crappy website. But I mean, the goal is basically to get this app running on https://live.probably right? So this involves getting it running on the internet with DigitalOcean, actually deploying it. It involves getting HTTPS set up, which I haven't done with Phoenix before. I like the Let's Encrypt project a lot. I think that you need to go get a certificate, so we'll do that. It's supposed to be quick and automated using some bot sort of thing. So we'll see how that goes. And I mean, it also involves like a little bit of domain management with a subdomain and that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, hopefully none of these details are like super complicated, but it's totally possible we actually don't get it running today. But we'll give it a shot. Let's see. Oh, Twitch doesn't let you like emote. That's a little annoying. Huh. There we go. Yeah, okay. So first step, right? Create, like you need a server to deploy to, or you need an account to deploy to, you need something to deploy to. We're going with, oh wait, I want to do this in Chrome instead. So I could have chat here in Safari. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna create a droplet. So DigitalOcean has like all these sort of like one-click installs. It's not really quick and painless. There are some issues that come up. So it's not like you do this and you have a magic Heroku for whatever you're doing. But it does get us started, and basically all we need to do is like an upgrade, and then we have the proper versions of Elixir and stuff. So let's do that. We'll do the cheapie because 4 people watch this show. And I always log in with SSH instead of password because it's pretty good. So we'll call this probably live. How y'all doing today? Oh, well, one person, that's okay. I might be humming now and then too, because I've got this song stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head for like 3 days. I think the one-click installs do seem to take a little longer than the like just default Ubuntu images. Not really sure why that is, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Also, they have this really nice feature. You just click here, and it copies to your clipboard. It used to be the only way to do that was like with Flash. I wonder if they have improved that. I love this little copied thing that drifts up. Copied. That's so cute. I wonder if they just add click to copy and it like magically does. Can I like? What? Well, not quite. Oh well. Anyway, I kind of want to look into that at some point. Anyway. Okay, so we've created our droplet. Now we just log in. And oops. Right, okay. So there's this problem where you get to see this password right now. I wonder if I can change it. I think change password on Ubuntu is like a command. Password, yeah. Cool. Yeah, don't want y'all hacking me while I'm live here. Yeah, so this DigitalOcean droplet starts with a lot of the stuff you need, but it's a little out of date. For example, Elixir version is 1.1. Phoenix PubSub, which is the Phoenix package that sets up for like the Phoenix Presence feature, requires Elixir 1.2. So this is not good enough, so we have to upgrade. So you need to update first the like package metadata with apt-get update, and then after you do this, you can update all the packages on your system with apt-get upgrade. And I wonder if I can just do Elixir. Maybe not, but okay, yeah, so this takes a while. We'll just talk about other stuff in the meantime. Hey, in the fear of, yeah, I know, like, probably, like, well, you never know, right? One person might just be a super duper hacker. Also, I'm recording this and I put the footage up on YouTube later, so if I forget to change the password or something, then I'd have this open account on the internet. And I'll probably just redo all this later, so that I'll have a different IP and that kind of thing. But at the moment, it's fine. I don't know if you all saw the app we're trying to deploy right now. Let me show it to you real quick. Here, this is it. It's basically like yeah, it's this like live feedback thing. So if I'm being too slow in the details, you can tell me to speed up, or if I'm just glossing over stuff that you don't understand, you can tell me to slow down. Yeah, Ubuntu upgrades always just like take a long time. I guess this is just part of like setting up a new server somewhere to update all your packages and everything. Always takes a long time. One of my favorite things about streaming is when you go to your streaming software and you see this infinite tunnel thing going on. Woo! Anyway. Okay. Where y'all from? While we're waiting for this to go. I guess I can talk about Let's Encrypt or something. I don't know. Very possible you know about this already. Very possible you know a lot more about it than I do. But it's great. Like for the longest time, SSL certificates have, cost some like not trivial amount of money and been a big hassle to get. But Let's Encrypt is sort of like an automated free thing, which is totally awesome. My impression is that you can just sort of install like a command line tool and then just set a server up to use. Nice evening entertainment. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I chose this time slot because I thought it would be like a nice evening thing in Europe. It would be sort of a lunch time-ish thing in the US, so people could watch during their lunch break. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so our like giant upgrade is done. If we check our Elixir version, we should be up to date now. Elixir 132, that's what we want. So We want Git because we want to just be able to clone the repository here. I prefer that to like SCP or something. So this like test, what is it? This Elixir droplet, right? It comes with like sort of a test application. So we can just go in there and run the app. Why did this not work? I guess it's probably an older app or something. Okay, no, it's not really what we want. But if we, for example, do well, there's actually like almost no reason to generate another app when we can just clone the real one, right? So let's do that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Yeah, I was bumping into this issue earlier. So Phoenix uses Brunch to like install assets and stuff. What am I saying? To compile assets and stuff. But I was having trouble installing it. Maybe I need to npm install npm. Maybe I need to update npm, yeah. Mostly searching. Yeah, npm is kind of up and down. There was a funny thing for a little while with I think the early npm 3, where the progress bar from installing modules like just more than doubled the install time for a lot of modules. So there was an option you could use to turn off the progress bar, and it like just made things so much faster. That was a little wild. Okay, this is not working. No compatible version found. Phoenix at file deps Phoenix. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know what's up with this. Is this what I have in my local app? It is. Cache clean. Maybe I have an old version of Node. Oh, I have a very old version of Node. Yeah, okay. How do I update that? Okay, let's figure out how to update Node. Okay, how do we update that? Let's figure it out. This is how you can tell it's real live coding, is because I'm Googling stuff and like reading articles silently. Okay, so we should be able to like upgrade Node.js or something. Oh my god. The newest Node.js in this package, in the Ubuntu package repository, is 0.10. That is wild. Well, maybe we can just do, we can install n. That's what I normally use. Um, what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. ASDF? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like for everything, so you don't have to use like RVM or RBN like separate from N and separate from apt-get and stuff. Oh, that sounds really cool. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, for now I'm going to use N because I've used it before. Um, so now we should be able to install our junk. Nope, not quite. Maybe this is working because I'm getting like a long wait instead of an error. Oh, nope. Okay. Right. So the issue is with this. Okay, file deps Phoenix, right? On my local machine, this install works fine. But here, it doesn't. I don't know why. Yeah, I used to work with Node a lot, but I've never seen this. I haven't worked with Node lately. Update everything. Yeah. Do, do, do. Here, let's see. Let's Google npm file dependencies. implemented in 2.0. Why doesn't it work though? Okay, so this is supported in my np. Oh wait. Okay, so when I do npm install-g npm, when I go to update npm, it does like say installed 3 point something. Right? It says npm 3.10, but I'm now running 1.3. Okay, well, I guess it was my path or something was not working correctly, but I think we figured it out. Oh yeah, there's npm 3 with this like little slash spinny thing going wild. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I think after this runs, we will be able to start the app and you guys could even join. But it will still be in the foreground. It will not be over HTTPS, and it will still, you'll have to join it directly by IP. Oh, yeah. I bumped into this earlier too. So get text is one of my dependencies, right? So when I try to run my app, it compiles the dependencies first, and I get this could not compile get text thing. All it tells me is that mix compiled failed, right? And I couldn't really figure this out. And oh, it says it right here. It says it right here. But I guess I didn't notice this message the first time. I just was reading this one. So what I did was I just went into that dependency and ran mix compile here, and I got the right message right here. So yeah, basically like in the one-click Elixir install, it's just missing something that some dependencies need. So we want to apt-get install Erlang dev and Erlang parse tools. Do I have? Right, but we did that. Okay, great. If we try mix phoenix.server, it should successfully compile our dependencies. So this goes, this happens, woohoo. Oh man, it's running. it is running. So, here we go. Copy this IP address. Ha ha ha. Oh, someone's here. That's cool. Change your thing so I can see it. Tell me to slow down. Tell me to speed up. Oh, we're all here. Oh, yeah. Look at this. That's what I call good UI design right there. Oh, nice. Even split. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's that, but it's just like, this is just mix phoenix.server. It's in the foreground. I'm running as root. Like, there's a whole bunch of crap wrong with this. But I mean, I haven't done this too much before, so I don't know the best way to do it. I know you can use Elixir Release Manager, so we could look into that a little bit. We could look into serving over HTTPS. I think that's probably the most interesting part. So I'm probably going to do that. So I'm just going to shut that server down because whatever. So let's just follow the guide. We'll need a key file and a certificate file. Okay, cool. So let's go. Let's go do this. Where is it? Config prod. HTTP port, system port, URL. Host. We can remove the port, I guess. There. And we add an HTTPS key to this thing. Great, let's do it. Probably live is the name of my app. And then we can just copy this. Optional key for intermediate certificates. Well, I don't know what that means. What that means. We'll add it back if we need it. Key file, cert file. Close this all up. Great. We need to include the SSL app in mix.exs. So we can also just I don't really know what, if these are supposed to be relative to what folder or if they should be absolute. But that's all right. We'll figure it out. We could even just use absolute paths for now, I think. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, and the first one is key.key insert.cert. Great. And then we have to get those somehow. So let's go check out. Let's encrypt. Let's do it. We're going to encrypt now. Let's do it. Documentation, get help. Get started. Let's get started. We need a certificate from a certificate authority. Figure out what method. You will need to know whether you have shell access to your web host. I do. Certbot. Okay. Can automate certificate issuance and installation with no downtime. Okay, I'm using none of the above because we're just using like Cowboy right now on Ubuntu. I think it's 1404. Yep, 1404. Certbot auto. Okay. Self-updating wrapper script. Oh, interesting. Huh. So this file, you just like, I guess, wow, that's cool. And now we'll just all install everything. That's so easy. Yeah, I know. So, um, it's like different in every version of, you know, Linux and Debian and all that kind of stuff. Um, when I was taking some classes in college, we were talking about, let's see, I don't know, I was taking some networking class or something, and we started talking about, um, you know, port scanning and just kind of the basics of network security. Um, and so it turns out if someone's like kind of probing your network and figuring stuff out, they might get access to some computer, right? And they're usually in by SSH. And the first thing to do is try to figure out what kind of system they're in. They're in, and SSH has like a standard interface, but um, they actually like don't know what operating system they're in. So I read this guide about how to figure out what operating system you were in, and there were like all these places to check for just like every possible um, OS that might just be running on some random network somewhere. It was pretty interesting that like a hacker would get in but have no idea what the heck is this. Certbot has like a GUI. Failed to find Apache. Yeah, I'm not using Apache. Certbot auto cert only. Jeez, wow. Uh, please. What? Terms of service. I mean, okay. Oh, you don't let me click and highlight. That's nice. Sure, I'll agree. Why not? Please enter in your domain name. My domain name is probably live.tv. So I think I have to set this thing up to be what is routed from probably right.tv. Yeah, I think that's what we do next. Um, I have to uh, I have to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. Okay, so it looks like I need to set this up as the web server that is serving for what my domain is. So we're gonna do that now. I think that we can still successfully run this yet. Wait, no, that's localhost. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do some DNS config. So this is running, right? Our idea is this is still just going to be HTTP only, but if we get it running, with the domain instead, it's a step in the right direction. So I'm using Namecheap for this domain. Probably right.tv is our domain. Yep. We're going to go set up a record. DNS. Advanced DNS, there we go. Yeah, it's giving us like the tablet view right now, which I think is annoying. There we go. Okay. So I think I want to add an A record for, let's see, I actually don't know that much about DNS. Yeah, an A record can point a subdomain to an IP address. That's exactly what we want. So we want live to point to this IP address here. There we go. And we want a short time to live for this because I might spin down the server and start a new one. I don't know what automatic is. Automatic. Oh, so automatic is a bad word for it. It's actually default. Got it. But yeah, we're gonna go with short. And we're gonna do that. Do it. Cool. So this should start working, I don't know, sometime soon. And then we should be able to do our certificate bot thing. Is this gonna work? I think it should. I don't know. I think that's how it goes. Oops. Does that make sense to you? Do you know much about that? Oh, server DNS could not be found. Wait, that's interesting. Okay, so no, that's exactly the same as if we hadn't set something up. Okay, but we created this A record for live. I wonder how long this is supposed to take to propagate. So I did know it was like supposed to take up to a long time. I didn't know it was like 24 hours. But I've also seen it be really fast before. Okay. Well, I think we have to pause trying to get HTTPS. Yeah, well, I want the cert for live dot probably right. You can also get this you can also get a cert for like wildcard domains, so you can do like probably right. Yeah. Oh, we did it. It's up. Nice. Cool. So that's fine. And if we like stop the server, or even if we just like look at another port, it won't work, right? Yeah, we get refused to connect on that port. So now that that A record has propagated, we should be able to do certbot now, I think. What's this one? Where's my local? Yeah, we'll close that. Okay. We'll certbot again. Wait. Wait, did I put certbot in config? Oh, I totally did. It's like a silly place for it. Place files in web root directory or spin up a temporary web server. I don't really know what. Oh. So I think that place files in web root directory basically means you have to start serving something at a URL. Like basically you're going to have to put a file at http / your domain / the certificate or something, versus spin up a temporary web server where this thing just starts listening on some port. So I don't know, that sounds better to me. Please enter your domain. We'll try it. Oh, okay. Oh, that looks like a good thing. Oh, we did it! Fullchain.pem. Valid through January 5th. Oh man. Okay, there's a thing here. Okay. Cert.pem, chain.pem, fullchain.pem, privkey.pem. I think I want to do some research on like what these things are. Because the Phoenix documentation was talking about keyfile.key and cert.crt, and what we have is a bunch of PEMs, and I know those are related but different. So let's go learn some stuff. If you already have a web server running, it seems so much easier to like spin up the temporary web server than do this web root thing. Oh, you can get like a single certificate for multiple domains. That's kind of cool. I wonder if this only worked because I wasn't already serving on port 80 or something. And then, yeah, these certificates only last for 90 days to encourage like frequent renewal, which is cool. You just set a cron job every 2 months or something. That's cool. Okay. About certbot. Hi. Mad Midgy? Mad Mid Gay? I don't know. How's it going? Um, so, here, let me fill you in on what we're doing. So, I have this app. Um, it's not running right now. Well, we can run it while we're waiting. Um, oh, okay, yep. We should be working now. Are we not? Why does this not work? This was working a second ago. So I have seen this iNotify wait before. Basically, like when you start listening on a socket, you gain access to that resource, that socket, and even when you stop using it, you still sort of have access for a while. So um, basically, it takes a while to reclaim unused ports. Um, so I don't think that anything is like currently listening on this port, but it's just not available. Um, unless I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But I can show you locally what this app is. Hey, Fan Eagle. I'm just doing a little recap of what we were looking at today. So um, we had this app, which I made a couple weeks ago for this show for people who are watching. Um, um, Basically, the idea is people can tell me speed up, slow down. It's like a live polling thing, and this is just version 0. And I also kind of want to add the ability for me to put up a poll real quick, real easily. But it's a Phoenix app, and our goal for today, which we are not really gonna finish, I don't think, was to get the app running on live.probablywrite.tv with HTTPS like this. So we're working on it, but we're not really there. So what did we do? We started a DigitalOcean Elixir droplet. We logged in, we did some updating, we figured out some dependency stuff, and finally we got our app running. Then what we did was we went to my domain thing and we added a record so that this was working. It was only HTTP and you needed to put the port in, but it was working for a little while. And then we used Let's Encrypt to get a certificate. But I don't know, it's just a bunch of random files and I don't really understand them. So we were doing some research and trying to figure stuff out. That's where we are. It was the part of the show where I just like read things and uh, try to figure out what's going on. So yeah, better get back to that. I also lost like an article I was trying to read. About certbot. This is what I was looking at. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bunch of questions. Just a tip should be about the fact of the DNS spreading. Oh, you're saying why this wasn't working? Yeah, so I this was actually working briefly um, when I had the server running. I mean, it wasn't working for like 5 minutes or something, and then I tried it again, and it was working. Uh, do you think I notify wait has something to do with the DNS? I don't know. That would kind of surprise me. One thing we can do is like reboot the server. That will definitely release the port. Yeah, well, we just went through the process. It was pretty easy. You just have to set the DNS up first. And as long as DNS for your domain is pointing at like the server that you're currently on, which is this IP, I'm on this server. And so then I ran the cert bot and it just said, oh yeah, you have access to this server. So here's a certificate. And it just gave me the files, which was pretty awesome. I just have to figure out exactly what to do with the files, how to get Phoenix to serve over HTTPS, Phoenix and Cowboy. Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet. So this is interesting. Um, Normally, you will see certificates are often for wildcard subdomains. Um, yeah, the port thing. Oh wait, yeah. So that should be like fixed now that I did the reboot. So but it says that the DNS is not found, which is so weird because it was found. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'll leave this running for a while. Wait, I wonder if I can just change the port to 80. Well, I don't care too much about the port 80 because I do care a lot about HTTPS and getting the certificate working, so I'm going to figure that out. Oh yeah, but so you'll see um, there are a lot of certificates out there for, like asterisk.cnn.com or something like that. Um, and I think that was basically an artifact of how difficult it was to get certificates. There's this long process that involved some manual steps, and it was kind of expensive, right? All the older certificates authorities, um, I I don't know. I never did it, so I don't remember exactly how much it cost. But it was like at least $30, I think, usually. Um, and some web hosts would charge you like $150 to do it for you. But basically, they're saying we made it so easy that you can just get individual certificates for all your subdomains because it's easy and free, um, which is awesome. Hmm. Um, okay. Well, I need to do some research on like what those files were. And I've been online for more than an hour, so I think I'm gonna go, but I'll, process this information. I'll do a little recap video, and this week I'll get it actually running, and I don't know, I'll make a blog post or something like that. And yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for asking some questions and helping out a little bit. I hope to see you next week. You can give me a follow, and you can get a notification next week when I go online. Um, and yeah, hope you have a nice weekend. Bye bye.